Lao Tzu said, "The great way is easy, yet people prefer side paths." Be aware when things are out of balance. Stay centered within the Tao. When rich speculators prosper while farmers lose their land, when government officials spend money on weapons instead of cures, when the upper class is extravagant and irresponsible while the poor have nowhere to turn, all this is robbery and chaos. It is not in keeping with the Tao. Although these words were said 2,500 years ago, they were just as true 1,000, 500, and 100 years ago. They're just as true today. The world will always be out of balance. The best we can hope for is less unbalance than in the past. Now that Jews can't be rounded up and exterminated like vermin, blacks can't be shackled like oxen, gays can marry, and women can speak up about their needs and wants, because the conscience of humanity has been somewhat raised, the seesaw of civilization is less precariously unbalanced than it was in the past. But this external progress is the result of internal progress. The more we know ourselves, the better we can treat all others. Republicans, Orthodox Jews and evangelical Christians, Muslims, Russians, Iranians, and the Chinese are all people who strive to increase the unbalance in the external world to discover how they truly operate from within. We see this behavior in everyone, although to a lesser degree. We're all the victims of ignorance, rejection, and frustration with the spiritual operating system that runs us. But few people see God as allowing us to experience pain and suffering. Pain and suffering are His sticks. Wisdom, love, and loyalty are His carrots. Nothing occurs without God's allowance. Therefore, each of us needs Him to teach us how to guide ourselves if we're all going to save ourselves. We need to recognize the wisdom inherent in all 7 of the world's faiths: Indigenism, Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, Taoism, Christianity, and Islam. Without appreciating all 7 of these external systems given to us by God to awaken us to our internal forces, we'll continue to fight one another instead of honoring the wisdom of our ancestors. I'm using prayer as the word for the method of our communication with our teacher, but I'm using this word in a whole new way. Good thoughts. We'll talk more about how to pray for guidance tomorrow.